Guys, I will be dictating two passages every day, one general and one legal. So subscribe to my channel for latest updates. 5 seconds. As we also know, the Northeast comprises of 7 states and Sikkim has also joined them. The important point is that thousands and thousands of students and other people from the Northeast are here in Delhi for better education, for better facilities and better jobs. But now all of a sudden they have been given notices to vacate their houses. You know that there is already a sense of alienation in the minds of such people. If such things happen, what will be their fate? The entire Northeast is surrounded by the foreign countries. China is already increasing its activities in Arunachal Pradesh. Myanmar is now a hub of extremists. So, if such things happen here, where will the people of Northeast go? Para, this interim budget promulgated by the Finance Minister of UPA-2 government is deplorable and made to woo the voters in favor of the Congress party in the forthcoming general elections 2014 for 16th Lok Sabha. I oppose both the budgetary allocation as well as the way it is being passed by brute majority, violating all democratic norms. It is pity that the main opposition BJP and its allies, including the pseudo left parties, are not pressing the chair for proper discussion of the budget and simply creating some fiasco of verbal opposition. The balloon of prosperity, economic growth, development, employment and progress of the country painted by the UPA-2 government has been punctured. Economic growth is gradually coming down in the range of 4.5%. Inflation is alarming. Price line of essential commodities are skyrocketing. What kind of dreams the Congress-run government desires to show to the people of our nation? Manufacturers have been given some encouragement by reducing some duties and taxes only to sell out their products, not to give relief to the common people. Social security sectors like food, fuel, fertilizers, health, education, drinking water still are lacking attention and have not seen sizable portion of budget to meet the needs of the common people. No steps delineated to open closed industries, to create jobs, to increase employment and thereby to boost market with more earning of the deprived people. For huge cost of electricity, fertilizer, seeds, pesticides, common farmers are perishing. They are being pushed to commit suicides for not getting remunerative price for their produces. No relief rendered when their products are destroyed by drought and flood. Privatization, commercialization of education, health, drinking water, electricity are leading to increase in costs and will further deprive our people from getting health, education and others facilities of civilized citizens. disinvestment of state-owned industries, PSUs, etc. to raise revenue and to boost income with selling spectrums are not supportable and will further impoverish people and help gather huge profit for the industrialist, big businessmen of the country. Creating Telangana in line to Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand will not help out people of Andhra Pradesh to come out from poverty, underdevelopment, backwardness, unemployment and hunger. Rather, it will boost disintegration, separatism, parochialism, chauvinism, regionalism, etc. It is also done by dividing same linguistic people of same nationality and ethnicity of a state to weaken the unity of exploited people. I also oppose this heinous attempt of the UPA 2 government. Our finance minister announced various concessions and steps to bring the Indian economy in an consolidated way. The service tax on rice is burden to the people. It is appreciated by all the people that the finance minister announced to roll back the service tax on rice. The minimum pension for BD workers and workers in various fields are very important demand of the people of working community. Now I hope that the fund is allocated in this supplementary budget for the above sake. It must be implemented as early as possible. Due to various drastic steps of the UPA government, the growth rate of our economy is slowly galloping from the slowdown. Now we are going to maintain 5% growth rate in our Indian economy. The bank should take important steps to protect the small scale industries. Due to economic slowdown, the small scale industries are suffering. The export of small scale industries are suffering due to various bottlenecks. Now, due to global economic slowdown, the small scale industries are suffering. It is very difficult for them to repay the loan. In order to protect the small scale industries, the bank should be advised to take lenient action against those industries which are below 1 crore of rupees investment. In order to improve the savings and investment, more rural banks should be established. The agriculture sector must be protected. The agriculture people purchased tractors by getting the loan, but due to various problems, it is very difficult for them to repay the loan. Kindly give the concession to the farmers.